Yo guys, it's your boy Dylan, and today we're going to be doing another top 10 video, which this one's going to be top 10 best teams in the NHL from this past season, 2022-23 season, and I'm actually going to be ranking these by points. So in reality, this is actually more of top 10 most points in the 2022-23 season. Starting off with number 10, I have the Los Angeles Kings at number 10 with 104 points. They won 47 games, and for the second straight year, they made the playoffs, but for the second straight year, they lost to the Edmonton Oilers in the first round. Going on with number 9, we have the New York Rangers. They had 107 points. They also won 47 games, and I believe they were one of the favorites to win the Stanley Cup after bringing in Vladimir Tarasenko from the St. Louis Blues, but they lost in the first round to the improved New Jersey Devils. At number 8, we have the Dallas Stars. They had 108 points. They also won 47 games. And for the first time since 2020, they went to the Western Conference Final. For the first time since 2020 in the Western Conference Final, they played the Vegas Golden Knights. And unfortunately, they lost to the Vegas Golden Knights in the conference final. The eventual Stanley Cup champion as well. Number 7, the Edmonton Oilers. 109 points. They won 50 games, so went like the 50-win club here for 2022-23. And they would also, in the second round, they would also lose to the Vegas Golden Knights, the eventual Stanley Cup champion. So, going on with number 6, the Colorado Avalanche. They were the Central Division champions with 109 points, 51 wins, and unfortunately, after winning the Stanley Cup in 2022 and 2023, they lost to the expansion team, the Seattle Kraken. So that's a shocker. They lost to the Seattle Kraken in the first round. Yep, their first round, second round demons came back. I don't know if I should say that, but going on with number 5. Toronto Maple Leafs, 111 points, 50 wins, and for the first time in 19 years, since 2004, the Toronto Maple Leafs finally won the first round of the playoffs, and they moved on to the second round of the playoffs. But unfortunately, they would lose to the Florida Panthers in the second round. Going up with number 4, I have the Vegas Golden Knights at number 4. 111 points. They won the Pacific Division. 51 wins. And they actually won the Stanley Cup on a 9-3 Game 5 win. They won the Stanley Cup final. And this is the Vegas Golden Knights' 6th season, and they won their first Stanley Cup title in franchise history. Congratulations, and props to the Vegas Golden Knights. Number 3, the improved New Jersey Devils. And in the 2021-22 season, for points wise, they were in the 60s only. But in 2022-23, they had 112. And they didn't even have that many wins as compared to the 52 wins that they had in the 2022-23 season. They had more wins than the 2021-22 season. But the New Jersey Devils, they won the first round against the New York Rangers, but sadly in 5 games, they lost to the Carolina Hurricanes. So, but I'm going to give them credit for the Devils. I'm going to give them credit. They really rebuilt this team. They improved significantly from 2021-22 on to 2022-23. But speaking of the Hurricanes, they're number 2 on this list. 113 points. They won 52 games. And they went to the Eastern Conference Final for the first time since 2019. They were swept in the 2019 Eastern Conference Final. What happened in 2023? They got swept. They got swept in the Eastern Conference Final to the Florida Panthers. But one of the games that they played in Game 1, that actually went 4 overtimes. Oh, wow. But coming up on number 1, we have the Boston Bruins. And in the last top 10 video that I did, in the last video, you should go check that out. They were number 1 for most wins. They're top 10. They're number 1 for most points. And they actually won the President's Trophy. Now, if you're like the best team, if you're the best team of the year, if you have most points in the season, you'll win this trophy called the President's Trophy. They were the President's Trophy champions with 135 points. They won 65 wins. Now, both of these are records. Both points and wins, those are records. In the first round, they had a 3-1 series lead. Yeah, 3-1 series lead. They were actually favored to win the Stanley Cup final. And they had a 3-1 series lead in the first round. But unfortunately, they got swept by the Florida Panthers in the first round. They choked a first round lead 3-1. They were literally 1 win away from moving on to the conference, or to the second round at least, to possibly play, because they would have played the Toronto Maple Leafs. And unfortunately, they lost to the 8th seeded team, Florida Panthers. The Florida Panthers, they were the 8th seeded team, and the Bruins just lost to an 8th seeded team. And also a team with the most wins, 65, and the most points, too. That's another thing. So, with that, that concludes basically another top 10 video for most top 10 best teams of the 2022-23 season. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to smash a like on this video and smash that subscribe button as well. Until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, and comment if you want to see something else. But anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.